Joining us now is former acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker. Matt, either the FBI is the dumbest agency on the planet and didn't know they were getting played here, or they were in on it. Do you think Durham gave the FBI a pass in this trial?
I don't. And Hogan, thanks for having me on tonight. I think this is an important thing we need to talk about because, what Durham is charged with is getting to the origins of the Russian collusion fable, really. It didn't exist. Right. There was no evidence, and that's what ultimately Mueller found. But, this case, I think, 4% of Washington, D.C. voted for Donald Trump. So, the jury pool you're picking a jury from was going to be very difficult to start with. But the story needed to be told. And so we had a lot revealed. And I think one of the, kind of a couple of pieces we had revealed is kind of how Washington works. I think a lot of Americans didn't appreciate how real greasy the media and the Democrat Party and the Hillary Clinton campaign, together with the FBI, we kind of worked in concert to harass and, hamstring Donald Trump and, not only his campaign, but his presidency, as you experienced when you were at the White House. But I think the second thing is just how deep Hillary Clinton was into this. And she's the one that ultimately didn't authorize Sussman to go to the FBI, but she did authorize the leak to the media of this story. And again, Sussman went with a fake story. Hillary Clinton went with a fake story solely to cover up and to hide and direct people away from her email server fiasco, which was dogging her at the time.
Right. And I think when the campaign manager for Hillary Clinton used the H word inside that courtroom, I think that kind of changed the game. This could just be the tip of the iceberg. I mean, Durham's written statement says he was disappointed, of course, in the outcome. Sussman maintains he didn't do anything wrong. But do you think Durham could be building a deeper case here? I mean, CIA documents show Hillary Clinton herself approved the scheme to frame Donald Trump. What's the future of this, do you believe?
Yeah, well, we have Danchenko trial starting in October, and that's 5 counts of lying to the FBI. And I disagree with that jury foreman who suggested that there's better things to do. If you can get away with lying to the FBI, I think our whole system of justice ultimately falls apart because, truth is ultimately, what the American people expect, at those levels. And if you look at the Johnny Depp verdict today, that was all about the truth.
Right.
And so it's I think the American people see that across, just a small body of water in Virginia, you can have jurors that care about the truth and that, punish somebody for not being truthful. And then on the other side in Washington, D.C., you have essentially a jury nullification where the jury said, yeah, he lied, but you know what? We just don't think we're going to convict him. And that's dangerous to the administration of justice.
Thanks so much, Matt. Really appreciate your time. Former acting Attorney General. Appreciate it.